Traders, welcome back to our price action trading lesson. We're looking at S&P 500 and mini futures. And the structure of the market today is indicating, for the most part, a consolidation. There is no trending structure in either direction. We are just going sideways. So this means I'm trading some form of a trend range. So I want to identify extremes of this trend range, because important extremes of a trend range may eventually give me important information about what is happening in the market. So I'm going to identify the very low of the day, and I'm going to identify the very high of the day. I already have a lot of confirmations. And in the meantime, I have to follow short-term trend line rule. Why short-term trend line? Well, because in a trend range, trends can pivot quickly. So I don't want to draw super broad channels. So right now we have downtrend working lower, break, push to new extreme. And prices are pushing back above EMA. And I can see there is some slight bullish bias. Okay, downtrend already played out. And we're back above EMA. So there is some bullish imbalance. We actually have high-low potential entry right here, but the signal bar is terrible, bearish body, so I can't really go long here. Market is working higher, close outside, can reset new high, first entry long, and already new high has been made. So you can see every single time there's a break in new extreme, especially in the trend range, you expect market to pivot. So right now what I have to do is pause, looking to go long, and let's see what's going to happen. Okay, market is breaking lower, so what I have to do is I have to redraw a brand new downtrend, because there is a channel present for every single price movement. You always want to explain every single movement you have on a chart. There's a reason to every single price movement. And price action traded down. In fact, we generated quite a significant downtrend, which means right now my main focus is thinking about selling only. However, we have overshoot. You can see we broke the trend channel line. This is oversold area, and I can expect stronger correction in the opposite direction. So we are correcting. I'm going to redraw the short-term trend line working higher. I would like to see some setup at the EMA. If there's going to be second entry short, I would have to skip due to overshoot, but some lower high would be okay. Well, market didn't even correct the EMA. We already have a break and push to new extreme, and downtrend played out. So you can see how efficient the market is. Break, push to new extreme, downtrend played out, and now playing the bigger picture is important, okay? You always have to understand the local price action and the macro price action. And the big picture tells me that I am trading a trend range, which means I expect buyers to buy at the bottom and sellers to sell at the top. That's the nature of the market. So right now I'm thinking about going long, but I just need to find a good entry. Okay, preferably some reversal pattern above the EMA. That would be great. You have a high low here, and this is the failed breakout. I think the failed breakout is a little bit too early, because this was quite significant push down, and you simply never know when the move is too steep how many smaller legs there can be. It's quite common for there to be a couple small pushes before market rocketing higher. This high low is a little bit safer, because you trap a lot of sellers, reverse up, you know, you can ride it back to the EMA. This is not a bad setup, high low, decent entry. Downtrend played out. Can I get a reversal pattern of EMA? We're still below double bar entry, so not great. I'm going to redraw the uptrend, and I like resetting the count, sort of like a new low here, first entry short, second entry short failure, and using this second entry as a new count reset point. It's a little bit more advanced. First entry short, second entry short failure again, or you can view it basically as a high low only. Either way, I like this setup because it's at the EMA, closing above. It is closing above the important key level, and you have the trend line. So we actually have 3 key entry points. The more key entry points we have, the better. It also follows the price action rules that the downtrend played out, so I expect selling, and we are trading trend range, so a lot of buyers are going to buy at the bottom. So we're going to combine all of these rules like this, and this is a decent high probability setup. I tried to take this setup myself today, but as you're going to see, there's a gap, and your limit order would never be filled. There's a gap, market just closed and instantly open gapped up, and prices continue working higher. So unless you use buy stop order, you have no chance of getting filled, unfortunately. So this is a great trade, but no fill. I'm going to widen the channel just a little bit, something like this, because the structure is still pretty much intact. New high, first entry long. I was looking for second entry long here, testing the new high, but there was only first entry long, so nothing. And market played out with a break, push to a new extreme. Now this is looking quite bullish. This entire push is looking quite bullish, but I do have a break in new high. So what I'm right now going to do is, number one, I'm going to do this measured move, one leg break, second leg. So what I'm going to do now in this situation, in order for me to play wider channel like this, you can see market is reacting. In order for me to play wider channel like this, I would need to see prices going higher, exceeding the measured move. Right now we are still in the realm of 2 legs up, breaking new high, so anything can happen. Remember, this is a weak trend range, just short-term channels, tighter channels are in effect, so I'm not going to be too aggressive. So I have a breaking new high, so I need to see some stronger push phase breaking this measured move in order for me to widen the channel. Right now I'm going to play this, but there is no setup, massive congestion. Okay, and we're back below, and this is terrible structure. Everything played out, there is no trend in either direction, and this is directionless price action, and this is area where it's easy to get chopped. Okay, remember, as a price action trader, you want to take a setup where everything aligns, you understand the context, you have the key entry point, and you can explain the price action. A lot of times it happens that traders are bored, or novice traders are just thinking that there's a setup on every single candle, and they're trying to overanalyze every single pattern, every single setup on every single structure. But it's not how you approach the market. Okay, you kind of need to think in reverse. Don't look at a pattern and try to justify the entry. Don't look at this and saying, okay, this can be some triple test here. No, you have to do the opposite. You have to first sit back and follow the context, and only when you understand the context, that's when you start closely analyzing the pattern. Okay, you don't start closely analyzing the pattern and then trying to somehow justify the story for this setup, somehow justify the context. No, you navigate the context, and when you know you're reading this correctly, or at least think you're reading this correctly, you're trusting your key entry point. That's when you're thinking about the pattern and trying to justify the pattern. You cannot start with the pattern first, and this is the common mistake. The traders only focus on the pattern. This is a no trade zone, flat EMA, everything played out, every single trend played out, so anything can happen. I'm not going to take anything. We're just going sideways. It's important to be patient here. It's really boring. That's a skill that you need to develop, just knowing when not to trade. It was super boring. I remember this. Today was very slow. You just simply have to sit here. You don't have to stare at the chart the whole time. Just do something else, some light distraction, and take a glance at the chart every few minutes in order for you to not get lured in to taking an impulsive trade. We have a new high. So I don't think I can fade the breakout because, like I said, the structure is not as clear. This is not really a healthy trend range, just super choppy sideways structure. But once I saw this pushback below EMA, this is where I'm starting to pay attention. This is where I'm starting to pay attention because the trend range has expanded. This is decisive push back down, and I'm thinking now about lower high confirmation setup. A lower high confirming the failed breakout. A lower high is always a great confirmation when you're not sure. But we already traded down, break, and a new extreme. So downtrend already played out with the break and the new low. So there was no lower high. You cannot take lower high this far down after the move happened. You want to take lower high when the move is about to happen. Break new extreme, and this is interesting setup. This is basically new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long. This is not a terrible setup. Second entry long is bouncing off the low today key level. Downtrend played out. You're probably gonna pull back, snap back into the initial trend range. This is a decent setup. A little bit hard to take it today when you're watching this live, but in hindsight, this is a decent setup. Okay. High or low is an inside bar. We cannot take inside bar. And market continue working lower. So this is important. The fact that you cannot break above the EMA and you're back below is telling you, okay, the market is still too bearish. In fact, it looks like now that the channel was a little bit wider. You can now argue for the downtrend to be a little bit wider because why the EMA is holding here, why you have significant push down. And this is right now formal with triple test. So like a one bounce, second bounce, third bounce. Visual, 2 legs up. Market moves in pairs of twos. Gray bearish bar. Once again, good setup in hindsight, but a little bit too choppy, a little bit too sideways. Not easy structure, but this is a decent setup. You have to go through all the trades. Triple test, great bearish bar. If you're playing the wider downtrend, it needs to get new extreme. Downtrend played out, so I'm going to pause, looking to go short. And now we have flat EMA, super choppy, everything super choppy. Okay, massive congestion. I think we can take anything. You know, this is a decent entry. Once again, such a choppy structure today. You know, when I'm watching this personally, I just don't even look for trades. But it is a new low, first entry show, second entry show failure, and it is a second entry long. So price action wise, technically this is a setup that fits the rules because downtrend played out. We are right now going sideways, bearish depletion, push above EMA. But the problem is just overall area is just stacked and it's easy to get tripped up. We have a high low here, but it formed quite close to these highs, so not the greatest trade. We're gonna mark a little bit wider channel because price action keeps working higher. Can I take a second entry long? I cannot. I need to redraw brand new downtrend like this. The correction channel and the signal bar is terrible. Downtrend played out. I was also thinking there can be some little bit wider channel like this, but we have overshoot, so you cannot take a lower high just yet. You need second entry short. Second entry short is an inside bar, so you can't take inside bar as well. But this uptrend is new high, downtrend played out. Pretty much waiting area here. This overall structure is very unclear. Oh, and I would like to do is just right now draw a little bit of a bigger trend range, something like this, because if you're really going to zoom out, you can see we move down, and right now basically from here all the way here, we are in a trend range. So trend range can expand, uptrend break new high. Once again, market moves in pairs of twos like this, move up, uptrend played out with the break, push to new high, and we are in a trend range. So following the rules, I'm no longer looking to go long, especially since this break is so broad. This is what I like to see: broad break, push to new high. I have a lower high above EMA, so what I'm thinking about is felt second entry long below EMA. Reversal pattern back into the trend range would fit the rules, because uptrend played out, so the bulls are no longer strong in the market. We are in the trend range, so sellers will sell high. Can I get a felt second entry long below? No. I have a second entry long failure above EMA and a signal bar like this. You know, in trend ranges, it's definitely okay to sell above EMA and buy below. But this signal bar is not the best. You know, going right into the EMA is also not ideal. When you're selling high, you kind of want to ride it back to the EMA. So we need some lower high, which we have lower high confirmation setup over the felt second entry long here, but the signal bar is quite weak too. You have to use double bar entry here. Look at the tail at the bottom. Context wise, good setup, but the signal bar is not ideal. I'm going to widen the channel because I expect right now market to go from the top to the bottom. This was super tempting trade. Normally after overshoot, we skip the very first second entry. But you can see here, you have a clear break, push to new high, and such a reversal down. Something is telling you this is going to work. Okay, your gut feeling is telling you this is going to work even though you have overshoot. It's also quite late, but you know, more advanced trader can consider, can we get lower high confirmation setup? We can, but the signal bar is quite weak now for the EMA. Break a new extreme. And now the market is about to close. So this is the overall structure for today. We basically had big consolidation, pretty much stayed the entire day in a trend range. So you have to pretty much follow short-term trend lines. You really want to draw a channel that are super broad, something like this, or let's say something like this, because since it is a trend range, trends, they have no power and they tend to pivot quickly. So this is why we prefer to be following short-term trend line rule. Before your trading session, make sure to identify these important skills because you can see they will come into play. It's very common, happens almost every single time. You don't have to have it perfect, but you have to be aware there is a zone area where buyers will buy and a lot of sellers will sell, because according to these rules, you're going to buy low and sell high. But today was also important, sitting on your hands, because it was a slow day, choppy day, so you need to make sure you know that you're not supposed to be taking a trade when the structure is not fully clear. Knowing when not to trade is also an important skill that you need to learn. So I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you had a good trading day, and I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck in your trading.